Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will explain you about sag and how to calculate sag for equal and unequal level. And also we will see what is the effect of ice and wind on sag. So let's start with this video. So first of all, we should know what is sag. So suppose there are two towers. This is tower A and this is tower B. Now this is the conductor between the two towers. So this distance is distance between two towers, and the sag is defined as the vertical difference in level between points of support. Means this is the point of support and the lowest point. This is the lowest point. So the difference between the point of support and the lowest point is known as sag. And the span can be defined as the distance between the two towers. That is, suppose this is known as span, distance between two towers. Okay. And in definition, sag is defined as the vertical difference in level between the points of support and the lowest point of the conductor. So now, what is so the calculation of sag at equal levels? This is tower A and this is tower B. So this is the conductor between the two towers, and this is the span, and we can say that distance is L between A and B. So now this is the midpoint, that is O, and this is nothing but the sag. So T is the tension at the conductor. Now we will take a point P, so to calculate the sag. So this is the Wx, that is the weight of the conductor, and x is the distance. So this will be x by 2 and x by 2. This is the center point. So x by 2 and x by 2, and the total distance is x, and the vertical distance is y. This is S means sag. Okay. And this will be L by 2, L by 2. So now the tension at point P will be Ty is equal to Wx, that is weight of the conductor into distance into x by 2. So y can be calculated as Wx square divided by 2t. So now we have to calculate the sag at this conductor at equal level. So when we can say, when y is equal to s and x is equal to L by 2. So suppose this y, this vertical distance is y, which is y, which is equal to s, then x will be, distance will be L by 2, correct? So evaluating this value in the above equation, we get s is equal to w into, in place of x we will put L by 2, so we will get L square divided by 2 into 4, that is 8t. So this is the formula for sag at equal levels. Okay. So now we have to calculate sag at unequal levels. So many of the time there are hilly areas or where the land is not at equal level. So at those areas we have to calculate the sag. So it will be like, okay, so now there will be two sag because this is not the midpoint, because they are at unequal levels. Okay, so this will be this will be S1 and this will be S2. This is tower A, tower B. This is the bottom level of the conductor. So X1 and X2. This is, suppose this is point O. Total distance between tower is L. So the difference between S1, that is, this is S1 and S2 will be this point, okay? And this point we can say it is H. Okay. So now we know that, now from this diagram we can evaluate S1 is equal to W. W is the weight of the conductor into x1 square, because x1 is the distance from point A to point O, the lower distance, okay? x1 square divided by 2t. Similarly, we can say S2 is equal to this S2 from point O to point B. It will be W into x2 square divided by 2t. Okay. Also, we can say x1 plus x2 is equal to L. This is equation 1. Now, the difference between S2 and S1 is H. So, S2 minus S1 is equal to W upon 2t into x2 square minus x1 square, which is equal to W upon 2t x2 plus x1 into x2 minus x1. So, S2 minus S1 is equal to W upon 2t x2 plus x1 into x2 minus x1. We already know that x1 plus x2 is equal to L. So, in place of x2 plus x1 we will put L. So, WL upon 2t into x2 minus x1. Okay. So, we have got that S2 minus S1 is equal to WL upon 2t into x2 minus x1. So, now we know that S2 minus S1 is equal to H. In the last diagram, here, you can see that S2 minus S1 is nothing but H. So, we can say S2 minus S1 is equal to H, okay? So, we will evaluate H in place of S2 minus S1. So, the equation becomes H is equal to WL upon 2t into x2 minus x1. So, x2 minus x1 is equal to 2th upon WL. So, this is the equation 2. So, for equating the problems, we can use the value of x2 and x1, and from the equation 1 and 2, we can evaluate the value of x2 and x1. So, the value of x1 and x2 will become x1 is equal to L by 2 minus th upon WL, and x2 will become L by 2 plus th upon WL. So, these are the value of x1 and x2, which will be required for solving the problems. Okay. So, next we will see what is the effect of wind and ice coating. So, there is very much effect on sag because there might be wind and ice. Okay, so now I will take a conductor. Okay. Now, suppose this is the ice which is accumulated on the conductor. Okay, so this portion is suppose D and this is the outer portion T. That is nothing but ice. Okay, so now let us assume W is the weight of conductor per unit length. Weight of conductor per unit length. So, Wi will be weight of ice per unit length. So Wi will be density of ice into volume of ice per unit length. Okay, so this is the weight of ice per unit length. Wi is the weight of ice per unit length, which is equal to density of ice into volume of ice per unit length. So it will become density of ice, and volume of ice we can calculate. See this diagram. Now the volume is the total area will be this d plus 2t, because this is d and t plus t is 2t, and why minus d square, because if we cut out the ice portion we will get only d, so that is nothing but the conductor part. Okay, so we will get the volume of ice, we will get d plus 2t the whole square minus d square. So the final equation is density of ice into pi by 4 into, we will have to evaluate this equation, d square plus 2 dt plus d square minus d square. So d square cancel, remaining is d square plus 2 dt. So this become, sorry, this is 4 dt, this is 4 dt, so 4 cancels, remaining is pi t common, d plus t. So this is the final equation, density of ice. So Wi is equal to density of ice into pi t into d plus t. So now in case of wind, so now this is the horizontal wind which affects this conductor. So wind is horizontal, so Ww will be the force of wind. So Ww is equal to wind pressure per unit area into projected area per unit length. So the final equation becomes wind pressure into d plus 2t. Okay, this is the final equation. Now we have to find the resultant. So now for finding the resultant, suppose this is the wind force acting horizontal on the conductor, and similarly this is the weight of conductor W plus weight of ice. So this is weight of conductor plus weight of ice which acts vertically on the conductor. So the resultant we will get, that is Wt. Okay, this is the resultant and this is Wt. So Wt will be, Wt is equal to W plus Wi the whole square plus Ww, that is force of wind the whole square. So from this equation we will get tan theta, which is equal to W wind upon weight of conductor plus weight of ice. Now sag, formula for sag, from this resultant equation it will become Wt into L square upon 2t. This Wt is the resultant of wind and ice, so it becomes Wt into L square upon 2t. Vertical sag S is equal to S cos theta. This is SV. vertical sag SV is equal to S cos theta. And sag from the resultant equation is S is equal to WT L square upon 2T. So in this video I have explained about equal and unequal level to calculate the sag, and also the effect of wind and effect of ice on the conductor or on the sag. So this is all for today's video. If you like my video, please like and subscribe my channel, and thank you for watching.